What's up everybody, welcome to that video. So this will be the ultimate Wukong jungle guide that you need in order to master this champion in the jungle. So before we start that video, there will be timestamps in the description box, guys, so you can jump between the different parts of that video. However, I recommend you to watch that video from the beginning till the end so you don't miss any important points, guys. The video itself starts with the intro, and in the intro I will discuss the question, why should you play this champion in the jungle? So first of all, you can see this web page called League of Graphs, and over here you can see the different stats of different champions, and you can see already Wukong is on the first place with a maintaining a 54.8% win ratio. So what I'm trying to say here is abuse that champion. That's the first answer, okay? His popularity also gone really high. It's 50% right now. 50% of the players are playing Wukong, guys, want to play him. So this is the first point. The second point is that Wukong has 2 dashes. He can oh, thanks for the subscription. So Wukong has 2 dashes, guys. He can gank very easy. It's easy to gank with Wukong because he can just stealth in, which is already a dash, and then he can dash once again with his E, so he can close the gap between yourself and the enemy you are about to gank very easy with Wukong. Then he has a double knock-up. With the double knock-up, you have a lot of CC. You can control team fights, and it's basically you can turn gameplays around, okay? So his knock-up is really good. You got it twice, and with the clone you can even knock up people 4 times. So 4 knock-ups basically if you play it correctly. Also his sustain, that's the third point right now. His sustain in the jungle because of his passive is really good. So if you want to start to play him in the jungle from the very first minute, all you need to have as an item is the machete and the beast. You don't even need potions, guys. Okay, you don't even need potions. His passive is so good that you will sustain with his passive, and it's easy to clear the camps, and he can clear camps with his decoy very fast. So this is these are the questions why you should play Wukong in general and in the jungle. So now before we hop over to the next point, let me just show you that, guys. So why should you listen to a guy like me? Why should you believe that guy? So I am a Wukong main playing this champion since season 2. I think since he got released, I think it was season 2. Since then I'm playing this champion, and my peak elo was Diamond 2. Mostly played Wukong in the jungle. So you can see I was rank 3 on EU West. Okay, rank 3 on EU West by playing Wukong in the jungle. So this means this guide by me, you can trust it, and you can go for it, okay? Because I know what I'm talking about. If I made it on rank 3 best Wukongs in EU West, it means I know what I'm talking about, right? So let's hop over to the next point, and this will be the runes. Okay, we're gonna start with the runes, guys. So there are 2 different ways you can play Wukong in the jungle. You can go for more like a bruiser play style, and then I recommend you that rune page. I will go through it in a bit. Or you can play him more like a burst assassin Wukong. Then I recommend you to go for that rune page. So let me start with that rune page, guys. So as a bruiser, if you want to play him more like a bruiser, I recommend you this rune page over here, starting with the Conqueror, because you can stack it up really easy. Then I actually recommend you to go for Triumph. You will not have any mana issues because you got blue buff or the jungler item if you want to build it. Then I recommend you to go either for Legend Tenacity or Legend Alacrity for some more attack speeds. You can choose between these 2. I would not go for Legend Bloodline, okay? So you can choose between these 2 runes here, and then I would recommend you to go for Coup de Grace instead of a Last Stand, okay? On the second tree, I recommend you to go for Sudden Impact and Relentless Hunter. Why Relentless Hunter? Because you get more movement speed through this rune, and otherwise Wukong would feel very slow. If you don't buy any items and build the boots, you have only a movement speed around 390, and this feels really slow. With that, actually you will get more movement speed and you can make it into these team fights much better. Then we have Sudden Impact here because of his double dash. It gives you more lethality and with that more damage, guys. So on these here you go basically for Adaptive Force and Armor, of course, because you want to survive the jungle. And with armor it's even easier to survive it. You can choose between these two of these runes. So offense, you can go for Adaptive Force or for attack speed, guys. I'll leave it up to you. You can choose between these two. So this is for more Bruiser-like. Okay, if you want to play him more Bruiser-like, I recommend you to go for this rune page, and I will be showing you the items in a bit that match with this rune page. Okay. So let's head over and have a closer look on the Assassin Wukong playstyle. This is the playstyle I like to do, okay? And I will come up with a gameplay the next days where you can see it in action. So right here you see Electrocute. It's easy to proc. This is why you do it. You E in auto attack Q, then you proc it. Then we have Sudden Impact. I recommend you to go for Eyeball Collector and Relentless Hunter again for some more movement speed. And on the second, you go for Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm for some more damage, guys. It will make sense once you see the items that I recommend, okay? So over here you can go for attack speed instead of Adaptive Force, so you clear the jungle camps much faster. Then Adaptive Force over here, and again armor over there, okay? So these are the runes. Let's head over to the items that I recommend. As for the items, guys, if you want to play him Bruiser Kong-like, okay, Bruiser-like, I recommend you these items, possible items. You can go also for these here, over here, 24's Maw and Black Cleaver. The first two starting items that you should pick up is Machete and Beat, okay? You don't need potions, guys. His sustain is really good, especially at level 2, and I will show you that in a bit. Okay, so all you need is Machete, and then you build, then you buy Beat, and this is the Beat you need to build into Tiamat. Later on, you're gonna build into Titanic Hydra, guys. Okay, these are the items I recommend you to build on him. You can say the core items. I recommend you to start to build. First item should be Tiamat, and then you just delay the Titanic Hydra till late game. You go straight for Blade of the Rune King, then Death Dance, and the next item should be Steraks. And later on you can finish Titanic. You can also put Trinity Force in there. You can also put Black Cleaver in there. It's up to you. But I would build these 1, 2, 4, 3, 4 items. I will build these. You can say these are the core items, and all the rest is more like situational. You can go for more armor or for more MR, depends on the enemy team, guys, okay? So these are the Bruiser Kong items I recommend you to go for in the jungle. Once you got Tiamat, clearing is so easy, man. You can't even believe, man. I will show you that. Clearing is so easy with Tiamat. Yep. This is Bruiser Kong. So then Assassin Wukong, these are the 4 core items that I recommend you to build on him. If you want to go for a more burst, aggressive playstyle, I recommend you to build these 4 items. 3 lethality items, then some more armor penetration over here. You can also choose between these items. You can also put a GA in there or a Black Cleaver if you want to, guys. One thing that I want to point out here is that if you want to play Assassin Wukong, means more burst damage Wukong, you want to play him really aggressive. You can invade the enemy jungler. He is one of the strongest jungler right now. He can 1v1 almost anyone. It's easy once you have the clone. You can level 2 invade someone and kill him actually with this aggressive playstyle. if you don't misplay with your clone, of course. If you misplay with your clone and he runs away with from the clone, then you're basically fucked up. So don't use your clone right away, okay? Do you wanna actually wait until you figure out, is he gonna fight or is he gonna run away? Then you decide to use your clone or not. Sometimes you wanna use your clone if he runs away, that you just close the distance between yourself and him. So then you use the clone to auto attack him once again, so you can kill him. And sometimes you need the clone to actually fight him, because some of the enemy junglers stay and they fight you. So then you wanna use your decoy. So that's it basically. These are the items I recommend for jungle Wukong, guys. Now let's head over and let me show you how to clear with the new Wukong. Okay, let's go. So okay, let's start with the red buff, guys. So I'm level 1. At level 1, what you want to do, guys, is to level up your E first. Okay, this should be your first ability. Even though I don't have anyone here to pull me, to leash me, I will do it easy. You don't even need people to help you. Okay, so what do you want to do is auto attack this big monster first and then immediately E. Okay, this is the most damage outcome you can have on level 1 here. So boom, boom. And then you want to put some steps between your auto attacks, kite it back to the next camp. Okay, the next camp you want to go for. So boom, like that. See how I'm kiting it back? So you can save some time here. If you would stay over here and just auto attack it over here, it would get you will lose more health, guys. Okay, so if you put actually steps between your auto attacks, you win 2 things. First, you save time. Okay, because you're gonna be over here when you kill it, so you save this distance here, and also you actually tank less damage and stay healthier in terms of health bar. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you how to clear this camp over here. So on level 2 you wanna level up your decoy. Okay, and from now on it's really easy. You can see I'm very healthy, even though I had no leash and I didn't use my smite yet, guys. So what you want to do is to clear... Ah, shit. Let me just reset it. Yeah, that's my fault right there. So let me go back here and let us just reset. Boom, like that. So what you want to do, guys, is simple. You want to kill the little wolves first and then head over to the big one while you kite it back to the next camp, which is in this case the blue camp. And if you want to go instead for a gank after this one here, which I not recommend, you want to kite it this way, okay? This way over here. So let me just show you that how it looks like. So auto attack first, then E, and then decoy, okay? So boom, boom, and boom. This is how you do it. Kill the little ones first, and now you kite it actually back. This way, okay. Boom, like that, boys. Kite it back until it's yellow. Over here. See, I saved this distance over here, saved some time. This is called jungle efficiency. Okay. So now the blue comes in. The same thing you want to do here: auto attack, E, and decoy. Okay, this is the same thing you want to do, guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom. I took no damage until he had. Still took no damage. Kite it back now. This is the first auto attack that the blue is doing right now. That's the second one. And look how healthy I am. I didn't even use my smites. Okay, I got 2 smites up. Look at that. Boom. There we go. Okay, same thing again. Boom, like that. This is how you want to do it, guys. Okay, and now kite it back towards the river because you want to do the scuttle. Okay, I'm gonna talk about pathing later on. So the camps you want to smite, guys, usually is of course the blue camp or the red camp if you're starting from this side. If you start from this side, you want to smite the blue camp and save 1 smite for the scuttle, and just in case if the enemy jungler shows up. So level 3, of course, you go for your Q, and this is basically how you clear the jungle camps. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious. And if you do it like that with the steps between the auto attacks and kiting back, you don't lose that much health. And you saw it, guys, I didn't even use the smite. I didn't even need the smites, okay? Even though I'm not having a potion, beats instead, and also I had no leash and pull, and still I'm so healthy. So now let's talk about actually pathing. So the first pathing, guys, that I want to share with you is aggressive and is one of my favorite pathings. Okay, so you want to invade the jungler. You start at the red, and with the help of your bot lane, you clear this very easy, okay, and very fast. So this is what you want to do. You want to start with the red. Don't forget to cut it back a little bit. Boom. Just like that. And the next camp I like to do after that one, guys, is actually, let me go ahead and just teleport to make this video a little bit shorter, to not waste any time, is the blue buff. That's right. I like to do the blue buff. And with the new Wukong, you will be super fast in the jungle. So as you can see, I'm clearing this very easy and fast. Boom, smite it, boom. And then you go for the Gromp. Again, your passive is healing you, so all good, guys. Like that, boom. Cut it back again. Don't forget about that. Boom, like that. So this is level 3. With level 3 power spike, guys, you can actually invade the jungler, and most of the time the jungler will be around here, will be doing the red. So you can surprise the jungler by invading him and kill him over here. Okay, you can also, if you wanna, if it's a jungler who is very fast in the jungle, let's say like a Lee Sin or something, you can also do red and directly straight go for blue, and after blue straight go for his red. You can take it away. Okay, so depends on who is the enemy jungler, you want to adapt your play style, guys. So this is the pathing that I like to do, and I'm doing this the most of the times, and most of the times I kill the enemy jungler, okay, because of the burst room page, and most of them are low life. You catch them over here and you can just kill them. But the thing is, you gotta know where the jungler starts. So if he starts over here and you just make it over here, and you just see an empty camp, you actually wasted this time over here to travel over here. Okay, so you want to know where the jungler is starting. Most of the time you can always tell where this jungler is going to start, because let's say it's an Amumu, he always will start at the blue side, right? Most of the junglers need the leash of the bot lane, so most of them will start over here. Kayn will start over here and then go red buff. You gotta keep that in mind. So you don't want to go as a Wukong. If you want to invade Kayn and start over here red, blue, and then you go for his red, it will be gone. Okay, don't waste your time. So you need to know where the jungler starts, and this way you adapt your playstyle. So this is the first pathing, and my most favorite pathing that I like to do, and it works most of the times. Sometimes they get away with like 1 HP. If this happens, it's all good, man. If you make him flash, it's still you won this trade, you can say. Okay, so now let's head over to the next pathing that I want to share with you. So the second pathing that I want to share with you is a full clear. This is what you want to do if you want to have your items ASAP, guys. So if you are focusing more like objectives like the Drake or Herald, and want to end the game this way, get the turrets, the first blood turret with the Herald and all that juicy stuff, guys. This is when you want to do that, guys. And also, if your laners don't have any CC, or if the enemies are playing super safe, you want to go for that full clear. Okay, you start with the red. You head over directly straight to the blue, guys. Then the frog camp over here, Gromp camp, then the wolf camp, and then the bird camp, and then you go for the golems. You can also look for the scuttle, and if you cleared the scuttle, guys, you can look for a gank. If there is any ganking opportunities, then go for it. If not, just port back, get your items, and start again with the Gromp, wolf, and so on. Okay, this is how we want to do it. And then you can go at level 5. You can also go for the Drake. It's possible with the Wukong, with the new Wukong, and I'm going to show you how this looks like, guys. Let's start with the red buff here. Boom. So here you see guys, I did a full clear and I'm up in health. Look at that, like full life. I'm full life, guys, after that clear, without a leash, without potions. So this is what I said at the beginning, right? I said at the beginning that Wukong is really good now in this jungle. His sustain is really good, so you should abuse that. So there we go. Let's see if we can do the Drake here. Boom. So let's try this one here on level 4 without a potion, guys. Do with Drake here, okay? So you can do the Drake with Wukong really easy and in the early, and you can control the map basically like that, okay? Of course you want to ward and all that juicy stuff. Boom, like that. So there we go. You got the Drake at level 4. Okay, it's kind of a risky call, so usually after Scuttle you want to back, but if there is an opportunity to gank, go for it. If there is an opportunity to do the drag, hey, do it. It's possible, as you saw right there, okay? So only with the beats we are clearing these camps, doing a full clear, and now you actually back, boom, and you can go for Tiamat. You got it right away. And now actually clearing is much easier. I mean, it was easy already, right? So let's go ahead and show you that over here. Boom. So there we go. Boom. We can proc it and do even more damage, and it's even easier. There we go. Okay. This is how easy it is, boys. This is how easy it is, okay? So let's head over to the next pathing. So the third pathing is all about level 3, guys. If you want to gank on level 3 and want to have level 3 ASAP, then this is the way to go. Of course, every pathing that I show you is mirrored, so if you are on the other side of the map, it's the same, just mirrored what I'm explaining over here. So if you want to have level 3 ASAP and gank a lane on level 3, then you should do this pathing. Before I start this pathing though, let me say that, guys, big disclaimer. While in loading screen, don't AFK. You need to figure out which lane to gank and which to avoid. Usually you want to gank a lane where you have a lot of kill pressure because of your lane mate. I'm just gonna call it like that, okay? Because of your mate that is on this lane. So let's say if your mate has a lot of CC, then you want to gank this lane because it's easy to kill the opponent. Let's say if the enemy is playing a champion that has a lot of mobility and escape abilities, then you don't want to gank this lane and waste your time, okay? So let's say there is a LeBlanc in the enemy team. Hey, don't force ganks, okay? I mean, if you are clearing a camp and you see she just used her jump, then you can try a gank, but don't force a gank on LeBlanc, okay? Most likely you're gonna waste your time, so don't do it. So while in loading screen, you want to figure out which lane to gank, and let's say you have a Mokai on the top lane who has a lot of CC, okay? Then you want to go for this path over here. So you start with the red again. And we cut it back again, guys. So once you have finished this, guys, you go straight for your blue. Do the same over here. Cut it back again. And the next camp would be Gromp, guys. Boom, like that, and you kite Gromp back just like you kited all the other camps as well. Just like that, boys. Boom, there it is. You are full life still, even though no potion. And then you look for the gank, okay? on the top lane. This is how you do it. If there is no opportunity on the top lane to gank because your lane mate just pushed it in, it's somewhere over here, then you just leave it and try to gank mid lane, guys, okay? So let's take the time here and actually talk about how to gank. So I talked about it early on. I mentioned the 2 dashes, right? This is because why it's so easy to gank with Wukong. So you can do it like that. You step on the lane, boom, leave it there, and you can make it until here without being seen. So that's basically Shaco right there, okay? And then you can simply, let's go back here. Let's say the enemy staying over here, boom, like that. And let's say maybe he's staying over here, okay? So look at that. You are already, you can say, in his face. Then you use E, you're there. That's it. Most likely you don't want to do it though. The way you want to do it if he's staying over here is like that. Look at that. So I'm waiting for my W. Boom. And then you want to go this way. Okay. So now he will run this way. So you start to auto attack him like that. Okay. And start with him and go with him. Once he flashes, then you E. This is how you want to do it, okay? So let's say he stays over here. Let me clear that. Say he's farming over there. And you can still make it until there. Look at that. So, boom. And then you E. So you make it until here and still you can close almost this distance with 2 abilities, okay? Look at that. Look at the distance. That's basically Shaco ganking right there, okay? So, it's really good. This is what I'm trying to say here, guys. So with that being said, guys, I think these are the most important things that you need to know on Wukong jungle. If you have another pathing that is really interesting, tell me in the comment section, guys. And also tell me if this guide helped you. I put a lot of time into that and effort, guys. I would like to hear from you guys if this is useful or not in the comment section. With that being said, guys, have a wonderful day and take care, stay healthy, and yeah, peace.